Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Metaphor Fantazio. Last time, we spent a day here in Grand Trad, and got to take a look around and talk to people, and we also made some red grass roasted bideaux, good old duck meat. We also obtained level 2 on our wisdom, and got to see what that did for us. We even got to do stuff at the church. But today, now with all of our preparations done, it's time. Today, we head into the Grand Cathedral for real. We see if we can't stop that necromancer. Regarding preparations, just as a recap, this is my setup for my team. I have Will on the mage. Purchasing a kindling staff, at least one of them from the shop, is not a bad idea. We upgraded the foreman's jacket. We upgraded our mining uniform to the foreman's jacket, and this will probably get passed around the party a little bit. But it's not too necessary if you want to hold off on upgrading that for some reason. Apprentice Coal Book, this is something you can buy at the armor shop, and I was thinking about putting the Breeze Igniter on Will so I had access to wind, but I really don't foresee this being helpful very much, so I think we'll just hold off on that. Stroll is our tried and true warrior with Dragon's Judgment, our now fully upgraded version of the dragon weapon. He's just rocking the Grand Jacket and pretty much anything that can give him a strength bonus. I mean, look at this. 22 strength. Insane. Hulkenberg is our knight. She's running the Iron Lance, which is a new lance from the shop. And I've booked her with a bunch of endurance increasing equipment. However, I would recommend, if you have the ability to maybe put on some magic increasing equipment. I won't be doing this. I want to keep her as the knight and keep her as tanky as possible. But I am going to go ahead and have her start in the back row whenever we begin combat, because I want her to take as little damage as possible. Other than that, I guess I can talk about items. If you somehow still have a lot of money left over, whether it's from the pre-order stuff or just you haven't bought anything, I could recommend you go and get some MP items. There was some over at the water shop here in the Grand Cathedral, but otherwise I'd say just hold on to your money. For all of that done, let's head inside the Grand Cathedral.
Heading out? Hey!
Oh, before I forget, here, this is Ariadne's thread for you. If you ever need to return to the entrance in a flash, this is a must-have. I've already talked about these items, but Gallica here is going to give us one for free. Okay. I do want to do stuff in Academia today, but we are going to hold off for that until the very end of the episode. For reasons you'll see here soon.
Oh, definitely.
Darius entrusted things to us, so let's make good on our promise. That's all I want. But for now, we need to deal with that necromancer. We must stop him.
Onward.
We must go after him. We cannot let the royal scepter fall into his hands. I agree. Right, let's go then.
What do you think?
Ready to go after that necromancer? Remember that a dungeon will take time. It will take your entire day slot and your entire night slot. So if you were wondering about whether or not you need to do stuff in the evening, do not plan for it during a dungeon crawl day. Let's do this.
Let us hurry.
Let's make haste. He cannot be allowed to reach his aims. Still signs of Magla throughout, but at least their attempt to ambush us has failed. Alcis.
Hey,
We don't have time to be feeling sorry. We've got to take the opportunity to do what we can. And to make sure that Grius' death wasn't in vain.
Yes.
I know. Let's proceed.
We're off.
Welcome back to the Mausoleum, round 2, and look how badass that sword is! It now has a red tint to it! Oh, that's so cool! Unfortunately for us, in darker news, these doors are still locked. Can't really do much about that.
What?
Hello, is someone here?
Ow! Oh, jeez. What's going on here? Did someone get here before us? Of all the places.
You lot thought it was safe to come this way. This really isn't the time to pay your respects. No easy way to say it, but this place, I don't know, it ain't right. There's dead folk shambling about, and that's after I cleaned house. Don't say I didn't warn you, eh? I'm off then.
Wait. Is it your intention to enter the Grand Cathedral?
How do you know it connects down here?
Because we're the ones who cleared the path. But I assume you'll meet more resistance inside. I beg your pardon, but are you not injured? Shouldn't you consider turning back?
Oh, I'm sorry, boss. Did I need your permission? I've got my own reasons.
At the very least, you need to stop and get those wounds treated.
I can't do that. My friend's trapped in there. And the soldier that went in to rescue her hasn't come back. I can't just sit and do nothing.
Then we will rescue her.
Hey, wait! Before you go making promises like that...
No, now that we know about this, we must act to save these people.
What's your game exactly?
We simply won't stand by and let someone in your condition walk into peril.
I don't believe you. You're hiding something. Some other reason you're willing to help a Parapus.
Believe what you like, but we're going to the top of the cathedral regardless. Is it not the wiser course to let us do as we've promised than to risk your life charging ahead?
Fine. Even I can see sense in that. My friend's a Parapus girl, about my age, with a yellow flower pin in her black hair. You'll know her when you see her. If you bring her back safe, I'll repay you. I swear.
This one's important.
A Parapus woman wants me to find her friend who was left behind in Regalith Grand Cathedral. We get 5,000 re for this. Awesome. That's a bonus though, of course. We're doing this out of the goodness of our heart.
Oh, come on.
You're too nice, you know that? But I'm worried too. I hope we find her fast. Let's hope so too.
Oh.
She must be waiting for help to come, so please, find her as quick as you can. Do my best. Alright, now we can finally enter the cathedral proper. You guys just gonna let Will push this whole thing on himself? Okay. Yeah, Steel over here. Let's do this.
We cannot stand ready.
That was it? I was ready for the dramatic entrance into the building and it was just 3 wolves coming to greet us. Okay. That's fine with me. Let's go.
All right.
Getting in was easier than I thought it'd be. It doesn't look like there's anyone patrolling the area. How strange. I expected less resistance this way, but not this. Have they not enough soldiers?
Oh well.
In any case, it works out better for us. Capturing that necromancer isn't our only goal here anymore. Yeah, we need to save the hostages while security still lacks. Let's check out what's inside.
Strange.
Welcome to the Regalith Grand Cathedral, again! Area single-inch century. Have they distributed their troops somehow? Let's go this way. Hello, there's a new type of enemy. Unknown, blue elementa. Let's jump it. Oh, it's us. Catch it before it runs away. It does not want to fight you. There we go. Oh, we saw right there a weak symbol. That's a little bit of a trick there. So, first things first, look at, oh, actually, let's reset that. Okay. First thing I want to check out is look at Stroll's weapon. It's on fire. It's so cool looking. We saw that weakness trigger appear whenever Stroll started attacking the blue Elementa. That is a sign that it's weak to fire, which is very nice. These blue Elementas are tricky little buggers. We want to go ahead and use fire on them to try and take them down. They are fairly resistant and tend to be weak to a single element and nothing else. And you want to try and take them down as soon as you can, because they will flee from battle if you don't. But if you beat them, you get a lot of powerful rewards. I mean, look at that. 500 max, 500 money, that turned into 750 and 625. Really, really, really strong. Oh, we got Conda, which is weak electric magic to 1 enemy. That's pretty good. Okay. And 1 point to our endurance.
There are some enemies left.
There's some wolves. Those will just be straight enemies. Oh, hello. Actually, you are not a weak wolf. However, you are weak to fire. We saw Stroll attack you, so that means that we know you're weak to fire. As a reminder, though we have Dragon's Judgment, which will make Stroll's attacks fire-based, that does not include Diagonal Slash. If we were to attack one of them here, it just does regular damage. That's because the Diagonal Slash is slash-based damage and not fire-based slash damage. Now we're gonna pass over, so if we were to attack with Stroll normally, it will get the weakness trigger. That is something to keep in mind. So if an enemy is immune to fire damage, for example, you could still use Slash and be just perfectly fine.
I think that's all of them.
There we go. Rusted Long Arm. That is an item that we can appraise. That'll give us a weapon type of some kind. Okay. Let's go ahead and move up. Actually, real fast, now that I have leveling on the mind, there was a level up point for Will that I did not use while we were in the Grius fights. Let's just go ahead and allocate that to magic. There we go. Okay. I didn't do that originally, I almost forgot to remind myself about that, but I made sure to make a note of it real fast. Okay, and Magla Hollow. Nice.
This place.
It's as I thought. The Magla here is thinner. It's the perfect place to rest. I know, we're literally one door in, and we gotta take a breather.
If so,
And shall we establish this place as a stopping point? I think it's wise considering how vast the Grand Cathedral is. You're right. I memorized the route here. I can guide us safely from the entrance and back. I'm glad we're able to return to the entrance safely. Best to head back to town and resupply rather than to continue on having exhausted our resources and such. Gallica can transport you from one Magla Hollow to the other. Essentially, they're fast travel points, just as a... You know they are. You can go even back and forth between the dungeon's entrance and a Magla Hollow. If your party's feeling spent, sometimes it's necessary to stop and return to town to refresh yourselves. Take advantage of Magla Hollows to explore dungeons efficiently.
Then...
Essentially what this means is that if you were to leave a dungeon, it would immediately force you into an evening slot that you would then auto-sleep to. So it would take you up your entire day regardless. Let's go ahead and talk to our allies. We'll go into that a little bit more later. It is a great relief to discover a safe point here. I believe it will take some effort to reach our quarry. But still, we mustn't take too long. I don't know what this day of calamity piffles about, but he's definitely up to no good. Honestly, I'd be more surprised if something didn't happen. It's completely abnormal for there to be so much Magla in the city. We have encountered a similar phenomenon in the abandoned mines up north, but I can't believe we're seeing it here in Grand Trad. To tell the truth, I've seen this happen on my travels many times before. It seems to be happening across the entire kingdom.
No.
Then based on experience, these occurrences cannot be the work of the mage alone. We need to put a stop to this before it spreads outside the cathedral. Alright, let's resume exploring. So, as I was saying, if you were to leave the dungeon, you would end your day and you need to move on forward. It is a common rule that in these large calendar-based games with huge dungeons, there is no shame... Make sure I don't get hit here. There is no shame in getting deep into a dungeon and then calling it a day and running it back the next day if you are running out of resources. This game and other games like Persona's lineup usually have some kind of resource scarcity in order to encourage you to not go through dungeons as a marathon. However, with good planning, you can absolutely do that. And and on that note, the Regalith Grand Cathedral is one of the longest dungeons in Metaphor Fantazio. Yeah, they are throwing us into the Lion's Den, or I guess the Wolf's Den in this case. Cheeky little Final Fantasy reference there. They are throwing one of the longest dungeons in the entire game at you in the first arc of the game. It's crazy. I like it. You're late! You were supposed to be here ages ago!
The thing is...
What was I supposed to do about it? We can't use the lift. I had to use those bloody endless stairs to get here. Just keep an eye on that lot locked up at the spare room upstairs. The key's on the desk I mentioned before. Yeah, I heard you already. What's the point of taking hostages anyway? More work than it's worth.
Leave me be.
They're obviously to stop the state army from coming in, no? Use your head, won't you? Now hurry up and switch with me. You start slacking off and the Whiteclads will probably know about it. Shit, they're no friend of ours. Must be nice to be so superior when you get a white cape. I assume that's Luis's private army. They lack discipline, though. I imagine this guard was hastily thrown together.
Hey.
They had colored uniforms, but they mentioned white ones. What's that about? The rank of a soldier in Luis's private army is signified by the color of their uniform. Those with uniforms bearing colors are common soldiers. His elite have pure white uniforms and thus subtly called Whiteclads. Oh, the guard's leaving. Will this be a good opportunity to help the hostages? A good point. I'm not seeing many guards around. If we've just the army dogs to deal with, we'll be able to manage.
All right.
Right then, let's save the hostages while we've got the chance.
Let's hurry.
Yep, let's do it. So our marker's telling us to go right here. Let's do it. Seems as though it's locked. Let us go! Please! We have families! At least let the injured go. At this rate, they won't. We're here to help. We need a key to open the room. We'll look for it right away. Just hold on. Okay. Help us, please.
Hurry.
Let us hurry and find the key. I believe they said it was on a desk somewhere. You know how little that narrows it down, Hulkenberg? We're in a cathedral. There's probably all sorts of desks and tables and whatnot. Ooh, this guy... We're just gonna walk past him. Yeah, there's a lot of sights of gore and death all over the place, and goodness. Got a lot of level ups right there. Let's try to clear out this floor, I think. Before we help the hostages, I know this should be priority number 1. Let's worry about clearing out the floor first. 4 of these mad watchdog hundos. Let's actually just take advantage of this and minimize our MP usage. Thankfully, the mage will give us a lot of extra bonuses here. And now that I'm seeing this, I feel like I should probably put maybe bot or something on Hulkenberg. That way she has something to do during her turns. Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out. We have a long dungeon ahead of us. And I guess regarding... Ooh, actually, hang on. We got first aid. Weak HP recovery for 1 ally. Can only be used from the main menu. So, it's not a healing tool you can use in combat, but it's nice for out-of-combat stuff. Things like heal all allies. Now, what I was saying is that, for the most part, regarding dungeon crawling in one single day, something that I want to go ahead and mention is that for the most part, I will be pacing my series to where I go through every single major dungeon in the game, or pretty much every dungeon in the game, in one single in-game day. The Regalith Grand Cathedral will be an exception to that rule. This will be one that I tackle in 2 in-game days, but we are far away from that right now. We have a lot more to cover. We have these war Woolhas. Okay, well they're definitely scarier than the red ones, and we know that we can handle these guys. And remember, because they're stunned, their first full turn, they are completely stunned. So we can just worry about trying to take down some of the tankier ones right now. Well, let's see if they're weak to fire. Seems like all dogs are weak to fire. That seems to be fairly sound logic. Let's try to get the weakness hit here. Didn't kill it, but that's fine. We can finish off with bot. And now we get a full free turn. Yep, cannot move due to stun, cannot move due to stun. Now we can pass to Stroll. Try to get some weakness hits. Boom. And then we finish off with bot. Nice. Try to get as many unscathed bonuses as you can. Very, very helpful. Also, yeah, the victory screen changed now that we're actually into the real game. That's really nice.
Don't get too relaxed.
Okay, well, we didn't kill all of these warhounds, so let's, I really don't want to fight all of them at once, but I think I might have to. Okay, well then, I need to be wary of attacks. There's an attack right there, okay. Okay, but I saw one of them go down, so we got the, we got the squad battle. Okay, it's just the same enemy combination. Let's do round slash.
Show them our might.
Hack and slash.
Dude, there we go. Slash damage to all enemies, and just completely clear them out. Again, synthesis skills are super powerful and are essentially the cornerstone of team building and winning fights, really. Let's actually, I think I'm gonna allocate this more into strength. I do want to have a decent balance of strength and magic on will, with magic kind of being a little higher. So I don't want to, you know, begin that imbalance super early on. I want to make sure that I keep it relatively even. Obviously, I say that as magic almost doubles my strength, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it. And if anything happens, I mean, I can just use gear to make up the rest. Just go ahead and use regular attacks. I don't want to do round slash every single time because there's only so much MP to go around, and I gotta conserve this as much as I can. Okay. Also, for those who are wondering, while I'll go into the reasoning later, you very much can finish the cathedral in one full day. I am purposely not doing so, but I have done it myself many a time. Clear out these wolves here. Can we go through here? Unfortunately, no. It's just blocked off. In fact, honestly, unless you really care about 100%ing like things like the memorandum, I would not be against recommending to actually complete this in one day. But again, we will go into more detail about that later. Also, I have a very interesting story about this fight in particular on this bridge, where I don't know what was causing it. I've tried to replicate the issue a couple of times. I feel like it was just kind of a genuine bug with the game, but on two separate occasions, and I don't know why, and again, I've tried to replicate it. On two separate occasions, on this exact same fight, I have begun a squad battle with those wolves and these Luis soldiers, and all of the music audio will just completely get removed for this entire battle. It'll start back up later, but for some reason, the audio just usually cuts out for that one fight. It's just kind of funny. We're good. He hasn't noticed us.
What?
Hold on. Is this... I can't believe the lookout fell asleep. I mean, we were just walking around for 2 minutes and he's already fallen asleep?
Hey.
Better not wake him up. Oh no, my hand. What have you done? Huh? What?
What was that?
Yeah, intruders! Oopsies! Slice! Round slash! Oh,
It's okay.
he's still alive.
We can do this.
I wasn't expecting this.
Better be sure.
Ooh, Blizz! That was not his weakness. Mage Mistral. Wind! He's doing it again! Well, I would have been dead. Well, Stroll would have been dead on any other difficulty. That's fine. Actually, I'm curious. We got the time. That Parapuss is like, what the hell is taking him so long? I'm working on it. What I'll do instead is I'll pass here and I'll do Knight's Proclamation. Maybe I'll piss him off. Yeah, there we go. Now we don't have to worry about extra turns and I can jump him now. Oof. Okay, well, let's try bots. Hey, he was weak to fire. I could have probably gotten an unscathed bonus there then. It's fine. You do not actually have to fight this guy at all. I just thought it was funny.
I have never known such heights.
Come on.
What are you doing? Be careful, okay? I wanted the EXP. Anyways, chamber side room key. Looks like the key to the room. We should be able to help the hostages now.
Go.
Okay, cool. There's just a... Okay, we're just gonna take this and go. That's a very terrifying sight. Okay. Ooh, treasure chest. This is not nearly as terrifying sight. Gambler's Jewel, luck +3. Hello. No, honestly, I think I might just put that on Will because I have nothing else really to give him. So... Ooh, I do have the Crater's Anklet. Yeah, let's give him the luck. Means more potential crits on a mage. Sounds fine enough to me. Anyways, let's go free those hostages.
Please.
Is that you? Hurry and let us out of here.
Yeah.
We brought the key. We'll get you all out of here. I used the chamber side room key.
Onward.
We're going to open it now, so stay away from the door.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I was sure my number was up there.
No.
No, we were too late for some. If only we could have done something. Still, 'tis good that some yet live. Are there any other hostages here? I don't know. I was hearing screams from all around when it first began, but now...
It's terrible.
This is awful. None of those people were even armed.
Let's hurry.
Right now, we need to focus on the survivors. Make ready to leave, and we'll escort you to the exit.
Now then.
The others have all escaped to safety. You're the last of them. Thank you for everything. We're in your debt.
Hey,
Oh, would you know anything about a Parapuss girl here? She should have black hair, and we know that she wears a yellow flower hair clip. Parapuss girl. That sounds familiar, but I think I saw her among the casualties.
what?
Wait, does that mean
Damn it.
if you knew her, please see that she's returned to her family for a proper burial. She was rallying behind the wounded until the last. course. We'll do what we can.
Sorry.
Stroll and I will see this man safely away. As we do, will you not tend to this poor Parapus girl? It is a burden I am loath to place on you alone, but that's fine.
Look at her ears. She's a Parapus.
Hey, wait!
Sorry I'm late. Thanks. Guess I ought to come clean. I tried, I really did. I couldn't just stand around. And you lot cleared the path so well besides. So, this is all I have right now, but... Give me a little time, would ya? I've got a bounty I'm after that'll be paying big.
This is more than enough.
What? You joking? You only helped me because you recognised me, yeah? You really don't know? I'm Katharina, the bounty hunter. And you just helped a Parapus without expecting anything in return? Doesn't that just take the cake?
Why are you so surprised?
You're asking me why? Now I know you're daft. I'll tell you though, I gave her that hair clip. Gift to say congrats for getting hired under some rich baron. Things went belly up and she got that baron to safety, but didn't make it out herself. And when he heard the news, do you know what he did? He laughed. Said even a Parapus could be useful once in a while.
That's horrible.
Isn't it? Oh, I thought so too. A world like that. I'd tear it down with my own two hands if I could. People are suffering. And all these bastards can do is shrug and carry on.
I couldn't have said it better.
Right. I can see as much in your eyes. Matter of fact, I see a lot in your eyes. You're cutting a path, and it's no small prize you're after. I don't know if we'll cross paths like this again, but if you're ever in trouble, I'll be there. That's a promise.
The loyal hunter, Katharina. Within her dwells the virtue of the brawler. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Here we go then. Let's see which of us changes the world first.
A new bond with Katharina after a firm handshake, obtaining the Brawler archetype.
Now, I'm gonna take this poor girl home. Catch you later. If we can both stay alive that long.
Got it.
That should make the last of the hostages. I don't think we have anything to do on this floor anymore. Let's continue on then. The necromancer we're after is still on the top floor.
Stay present and focused.
As we ascend, the number of body enemy soldiers is likely to increase. Be on your guard.
Alright.
For our efforts, we obtain an Exorcist Knuckles, which can also be purified at the church. And it's a Brawler weapon type. Thankfully, we got the Brawler before actually attaining that chest, or else we'd been very confused. Yeah, this is a very unfortunate storyline. I mean, there's really not much else we could have done. It's not like finishing this quest as soon as possible will actually change the outcome. And I think that just makes it even more tragic. Either way, at least on the bright side of things, we obtained a new archetype and met Katharina. And it's kind of unfortunate that you can't actually say, no, I recognized you because I've talked to you 2 or 3 different times, and we've traded words about things, because we saw her right before the funeral mentioning that her friend will have the good seats while watching the funeral. That's who she was talking about. And yeah, she passed away that soon. Life is fragile, man. Anyways, here's Plateau, and we're definitely gonna pet the kitty cat, and I want to go to because I want to go to Academia. By petting the Mirage of Moore's pet cat, you can save your progress in dungeons, like you would at a Magla Hollow. You can also prepare yourself in Academia or return to the dungeon entrance. If you spot him, try petting him. Absolutely gonna do that. Go to Academia. Because I want to talk about the Brawler.
Well.
I can sense the presence of a new archetype. Might I see them? If you have a mind to show me. Absolutely. Let's do this.
Hello.
So, Brawler, which is, now that we're not in a heavy mood, is found, I think that's the right pelvis, because this is the thigh. So yeah, this would be the right side of the pelvis. Not the right pelvis. I don't think you have more than one pelvis. I don't know. It's been more than 5 years since I've taken a biology class. Anyways, Brawler. It requires 1200 mag, expends the life force to unleash strong physical blows, learns enchantments and automatic stamina boosts. Pretty powerful archetype, especially early on. And it comes with the ability Perfect Punch, deals weak physical strike damage to one enemy, power proportional to the caster's remaining HP. So it'll deal more damage the more HP you currently have when activating this skill. Honestly, my favorite thing to do with Brawler is to pair this with inheriting skills like Day or any other healing ability, so that because the Brawler's abilities mostly require HP to cast, you can spend all of your MP on healing yourself. And Ice Weakness is a little unfortunate, but being resistant to Strike is really strong, as most enemies' regular attacks are Strike. Regarding Synthesis skills, they have the ability to use Light, which is also physical damage for them, to deal heavy physical light damage to one enemy, power proportional to the caster's remaining HP. In a dungeon full of undead enemies, guess what element is going to be really helpful? It also has Meteoric Fist, deals weak physical damage, strike damage to all enemies 1 to 3 times. Decent RNG base, which makes it a little rough to use. Anyways, Stroll, despite the fact that we got an awesome new sword for him, we're gonna have him study the Brawler archetype.
Fascinating. This right here, alright?
Okay.
I'm counting on you.
I want to entrust Stroll with this power.
Of course.
And hear us, O valiant heart. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a Brawler. The main reason why I want to do this is because this archetype is pretty strong for this dungeon. O worthy heart, who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to expend thine own vitality and plunge into the fury of battle, then I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Brawler. The Brawler's soul. The idea of relying on nothing but my own fists in a fight is admittedly appealing. I will dedicate my body to the battles to come.
Right. I could get used to this.
It also helps that the informant that we talked to said to raise our fists to fight certain enemies in this area. So, good to know. I also want to talk about inheriting some skills. Stroll, as I just mentioned, I want to inherit Day, which means I actually need to learn the healer on him too, so let's go ahead and do that. I will also probably have to level up. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do the Seeker, because I don't want AoE. So we're just going to study Seeker.
All right.
500 mag, easy peasy.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I don't think we've actually seen the Seeker dialogue, so we are going to check this out real fast. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Seeker.
Yeah.
I see. Then this is the soul of the Seeker. So be it. I'll do my best to prove worthy of the name. I will be Banana the Seeker. He does look like a banana. We are not going to switch him to the Seeker archetype. Instead, he is just there to inherit Day. Gonna go to the Brawler and inherit Day.
Right.
600 mag for that? That's perfectly fine.
Time to get serious.
There we go. Now he is a self-sustaining Brawler. Hulkenberg. We are going to have her study the Mage. I want her to have access to bot, that way she can at least do something in combat with her MP. Thanks to things like our Mage overworld attacks, we'll be able to restore our MP fairly fast, and this will give her something to do. Again, fire damage is going to be pretty valuable throughout this whole dungeon, so it'll be good to have. So this is the Mage's power. I can feel my mind resonating with the essence of magic. All in the name of His Highness the Prince, I shall wield this power to its fullest.
I've acquired a new power.
We are not gonna make you swap over to that. Instead, we're just gonna have you inherit a bot.
All right.
There we go.
I shall show you.
Okay. And when it comes to Will, we have him on Mage, but I think inheriting Hama seems like a good idea, because I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about my HP all that much. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll inherit Hama. Again, light damage will be pretty valuable. I say that's good. Regarding our actual archetypes, I believe that we do have energy rain because we have a mage in our team, so we do have another source of light damage. It's pretty reliable. We still need to get healer to level 10.
What now?
And while we do have some things that can definitely get us to level 10 on this archetype, is this even worth doing right now? I really don't think so. If I haven't gotten healer to level 10 by a certain point, I will use those. But for now, we're gonna hold off. Okay. Now that we're all blinged out, I say let's go take a look at these stairs these enemies we're talking about. Now, for just as a heads up, if you cleared out those white wolves, those war wolves, they do not respawn. They are enemies that will not respawn. However, every other enemy will. You can see the layers of the floors here. Every other basic enemy will. Now, I have a bit of a story about this area. This, in my opinion, is... I feel like I have probably... I'm gonna not fight that guy. I think this is probably the area in the game I know the best. Because I cannot tell you how many times I have gone through this segment of this dungeon with these wolves and have killed them for MP over and over and over again. It is something that I very commonly do on all of my playthroughs of Metaphor, and I've even helped a few of my friends play through the game. Like I would just, they would go and do something, and they would just hand me the controller and be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll get you some MP real quick." I would just go down here and give them a bunch of MP. Especially this set right here, you can just auto target, and as long as you have proximity on some of these enemies, you can just keep dashing to them. It's pretty funny. And sometimes if they notice you, they'll just come to you. Okay. Well, that's one of the stronger ones. Go back over here. I didn't even grab this item. Okay, let's do that. Rusted armor. That'll be valuable. Later on, whenever we start out-leveling these red wolves, we will be able to definitely make quick work of this floor. But regardless of that, we're gonna move up. That is a lot of stairs. Okay. This is the lift, right? I've never seen one this big before. Maybe I should have expected as much, seeing as this is the Grand Cathedral in the royal capital.
But
I doubt 'tis working at the moment. They can't be that foolish. Which means we've got to take the stairs. I can't see the top. How far does this go? Well, first things first, we need to see if Metaphor Fantazio is a real RPG and hiding something behind these stairs. No. Alright, 0 out of 10 experience, guys. This is my last video on this project. See you next time for something new. Well, you ready to tackle this? I see no other path open to us. Let's do it. I remember watching Kung Fu Panda 2. I know how much I hate these. Hey, how far have we climbed? Feels like this goes on forever. Who knows? Two's too far to tell. All we can do now is keep moving.
Come on.
Why'd they have to make it so tall in the first place? It's way too big. Whose idea was this? You can fly, Gallica. Why are you complaining? They probably wanted to show that the kingdom already belonged to Sanctism. Sometimes a good bluff is all it takes. From what I can tell, the state army's authority is all in name only. No credible substance to it.
I suppose.
As a knight, that pains me to hear, but frankly, I feel the same. The powers that be do not extend their hand to the weak. Which is likely why you see men like Luis doing as they please. It's the bloody end of the world.
Hey,
Luis will have to wait until after we've gotten to the Necromancer. We'll deal with him first. That we will. But I could swear I've seen that man before, huh? What was that? Muttering.
No.
No, 'tis nothing. Let's hurry and get to the top. We haven't the time to dawdle. We finally made it. I never want to see another step in my life.
However,
It seems the stairs do not reach the apex. How do we proceed upward from here? Surely there's a passage leading upward from somewhere. If we can keep going up, there's bound to be a walking lift around. At least there better be. True, though the enemy will be keeping watch over it. So, our first order of business is to search this floor.
Hey.
Hey, did you hear that? It's strangely noisy. Oh, what the bloody hell are they? Don't come any closer! Get away from me! Something is amiss. What in the world's happening?
What?
I don't know, but I don't like the sound of that. It's the sound of an enemy soldier's voice.
What was that?
What? Attacked by corpses! You're imagining things! They're supposed to be on our side! Get the hell out of here if you want to live! They're attacking! Get away from me! Stop! Ah! Hurry and barricade the door! Keep them away from us! What's the meaning of this? The soldiers are running away.
What?
It's hard to tell what's going on from here. Let's get closer. What could they be scared of? That, I think. Okay, alright, let's see what you have to... Hold on. It looks like they're being manipulated by magic, like Alsa's was. I suppose that's what the soldiers were afraid of.
However...
But the Necromancer controls them, doesn't he? Why would he endanger his own forces? Probably because dead bodies are more of use to him, they say. You've gotta be kidding me. Is he insane? It would explain why there's so few guards on patrol. He was planning to leave the area to the dead to begin with.
Damn it!
And that's why he massacred so many! Damn him! How can he treat people's lives like his playthings?
stay on guard.
Save it for later. Be on guard for surprise attacks. We're not going to last long if we end up surrounded.
There they are.
Sounds good. Let's do this.
Charging in. Come on. Okay, let's give this all we've got.
Alright. Let's try out Energy Ray on one of these noble Morentos.
Let my power support you.
You will taste justice! The end's in sight!
908 damage, and because we hit a weakness, we get 2 extra turn icons. Let's use Hama. 309 damage.
Moving to the front.
We do also have the Hammer of Justice. Heavy physical pierce damage to one enemy. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to swap over and utilize Perfect Punch. 194. Well, now that we've reached a whole new floor of the Regalith Grand Cathedral, obtained a new archetype, done a whole side quest, and now I've seen that things are going to get a lot worse before they get any better, I think it's best for us to reach this Magla Hollow and call it a day. It has been a journey, and we've barely even begun this dungeon. We've got a long marathon ahead of us. Next time on Metaphor Fantazio, we will be continuing through the Regalith Grand Cathedral, and hopefully finding a way towards the Necromancer. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.